Super Mario on the PS5. Nah, it's just the Super Mario Galaxy movie. In this week's In Case Break Glass, I'm one of your fantastic hosts, Buster, and with me is my other fantastic host, Wyatt.
Yeah, we're here to talk about the quiet sadness of Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, that's a. I've only watched one Jacob Geller video, and it was the Metal Gear Rising one. It was a fine video.
Right.
I just like.
I mean, hey,
I'm
the
sure he's a good
the
guy. Yeah.
the space trash galaxy, whatever, like that. The song, very mellow and chill. So I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
It's like it's what's that one song? The Dire Docks and
Tired dog, man. Well,
in
Mario names are
Mario
so
64.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are
But yeah,
those
we're
are
talking
good
about the
tunes.
Mario Galaxy movie, probably the most recent movie we've talked about together.
Yeah, literally not even out on home video, so we had to
Go to
either
a
go
movie
to the
theater.
theater or maybe some other means to watch it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was
Yeah,
watched.
it's the Mario Galaxy movie, the big 40th anniversary celebration of Mario, and the sequel to the $1 billion hit Mario,
Hmm.
the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's
Yep.
the highest grossing film of 2026 so far. I don't know if anything will top it. Not even the Avengers movie slated for this year. Oh
Right.
God,
Yeah.
we'll see. And hey, speaking of Avengers, Chris Pratt returns as Mario, and he
Hmm.
just as flat as usual. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
You
sorry if
know
I'm going
what?
to be a bit more cynical this episode because
Yeah.
I, I already made a video on this, but like too, I just don't really. I mean, the more I think about this movie, the more I'm like, that was just kind of more of the same. And like, I guess in like a video game, that's fine, where it's like you want to
Hmm.
like keep hitting the same beats consistent and just like add new ideas because that
Yeah.
like level design. But in a movie, you kind of want to try something new. It's like I don't know.
Yeah. This I haven't seen that many Illumination movies in my entire life because I think that they
You
are
were
not a
old.
great studio. Yes, I'm an adult also, but but I have seen a few of the Despicable Me movies, and this reminded me a lot of watching the second Despicable Me movie, where I'm like, this is like basically the same thing, except for we're introducing there's a new family member that gets introduced into the fold,
Yeah,
and there's like that's the emotional component of the movie, but it kind of
family.
abandons whatever was going on in the previous movie, and also like it's basically just kind of the same plot again. It's hard to even say it's like Mario Galaxy. Really, it has the idea of galaxies and like going to different worlds and everything. Um, but that for some reason, like there really isn't that much galaxy elements
Like I guess
in
outside of like
this.
Rosalina being a big character, but even then she kind of gets shafted.
Yeah, she like okay, her being a damsel in distress, that's fine. Yeah, I know it'll probably piss some people off, but whatever. Like it's a story. You gotta have a fucking story. So you gotta, like you have to have a goal for the heroes to achieve. First movie they didn't want to just shove Peach into that role. So Luigi fit that role, so therefore it was not a Mario Brothers movie. It
Yeah,
was Mario, and then occasionally Donkey Kong and Luigi teamed up with him.
I guess
Um,
Donkey Kong was the bro, which is
yeah.
weird.
Movie
uh,
actually do a pretty good job, or at least they do a better job of keeping Mario and Luigi together.
yeah, they
But
have like a little some cute bits with like Mario,
yeah,
Luigi, and like the newly introduced Yoshi.
hmm
Um,
but but then it's like, okay, you're doing this now, but now the story is not about these characters; it's about Peach.
yeah,
So
and
it's like
I
that.
honestly like I kind of like I'm a bit mixed on like kind of reverse swapping Rosalina and Peach's role from the game.
Yeah.
Because it's like I get you want to get Peach more active, but you kind of shafted Rosalina in return, and it sucks
Mhm.
because I actually really like the little bits of Rosalina in this movie. So
Yeah, and people, Rosalina, she's like a fan favorite character from Mario Galaxy. Actually, let me ask, what's your experience with Mario Galaxy the game?
okay, yeah, the game. I mostly like Galaxy 2. It's been a while
Hmm.
since I've played both, but like I do want to go back and replay them. I
Yeah.
just waiting to like get find $40 some spare $40 so I can play it on the Switch too. So
Right,
because
yeah. Are you more of a fan of the like You like Galaxy 2 more, so you're more a fan of that, like, straight up just
It's
Mario, get to
that
the end of the
it's not
level.
even just that. I just think like there's even a little bit of like extra story stuff I like. I like Lubba. Like Lubba's the big like deciding
Okay.
factor, and like Lubba's not in this movie, so oops.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, the Luma is kind of a disappointing element of this movie, as far as
yeah,
like I was like, oh, certainly one of the Lumas is gonna like that's gonna be the companion that like follows them
yeah,
and helps them out, maybe similar to Toad was in the first movie. But like Yoshi kind of fills that role.
yeah.
Star Fox kind of fills that role.
Yeah, Fox McCloud's in the
Yeah.
film, played by
I was
Glenn Powell of all. I mean, he does a good job, but
yeah.
like, just
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And
it's weird because I
in
thought like when they announced Fox for the movie, I thought that was like, oh, Miyamoto just wants to put like his little creations in, and no, apparently that was Illumination's idea.
yeah,
So it's
that's funny
like,
to me. Because I thought the same thing too, because I was like, okay, Pikmin,
yeah,
they're
they
gonna
make a
have a
cameo.
cameo,
Yeah,
for sure. And so it like, okay, Fox being in it, that makes sense. Link not being in it, that also makes sense because it's kind of a
with
different
Sony
thing now.
Pictures. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But it was like, oh no, it was not Nintendo's idea, it was their idea. And I saw a theory proposed that they were like, oh, because they couldn't put Link in there, uh not that he would fill the same role, but
yeah.
in just the sense that
They
oh,
couldn't
the
do a Zelda
IP had
movie.
been like sniped by another studio. They kind of stake their claims on like, oh, what's the next best thing that's movie material? Star Fox. And you might think like, who fucking gives a shit? I mean, I like Star Fox, but most people on Earth would be like, who gives a fuck about Star Fox? People said that about Guardians of the Galaxy at one point.
Yeah, and it's like
So
that people like Fox's inclusion in this movie. Like it's clear that
yeah,
it was a success. Like
yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of interested. I kind of am starting to believe those rumors about a new Star
yeah,
Fox game a little bit more because maybe there was some of that synergy. I know with Donkey Kong, it was more of a coincidence than it was
yeah. I'm like if
any
Donkey Kong's
intentional.
inclusion in the movie help influences like Bonanza was in development for a while. Like I think since Odyssey
Yeah, yeah,
like came out, so it's like that just
hmm
influenced like Bonanza's direction.
yeah.
Um, and then like yeah, probably there's gonna be a new. I mean, we don't even know when the Nintendo Direct's coming out, so
Yeah, I
we'll
don't
figure it
know.
out.
Yeah, I'm not. My game. You know what? I spent my time in those mines waiting for Metroid
Yeah,
Prime 4, so I no longer have to do all the song and dance of when is the
yeah. You
direct
just
coming out. I don't care
look.
anymore.
Yeah, I'll watch the Nintendo Direct if it happens, but like I'm not like
Yeah,
on the edge of my seat. I got Tomodachi Life to play.
yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
very
Which
fun
has been a
game.
blast.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
I've
Yeah,
already
pretty
put
much.
over 20 hours into it just over this past like Friday, Saturday. So,
Damn,
uh,
I've been like going in between like work stuff, but like yeah, anyway, yeah, Mario.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mario.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
back or Fox. I do like the little animated sequence he has at the beginning.
Yeah,
Like
that's one
just
of those things that made me mad that this wasn't the movie I was watching,
yeah, yeah.
That's that sometimes happens like whenever a Disney movie or something does they have like a quick 2D thing, they like break Eric Goldberg out of the salt mines and are like, "Here you go. You get to do a 2D animated thing." I'm like, "Why the fuck don't you make more of these? Come
Yeah.
on, just let them make more 2D animated movies. I'm sick of these CG movies. Okay, just
Yeah,
make more
it's clear
2D
that
animated ones."
they can't even be creative with the CG movies. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
But that it just made me think of that because of the Star Fox. It was like, oh, this looks so cool.
yeah. Apparently, they got like a
They
Mappa animator to like help direct it.
yeah.
So
Oh, it looks very. I bet like I was like the vendor studio or whatever who made that. They
yeah,
need to immediately hire them
yeah.
and get them to do like a Star Fox anime. But it
Dude,
is what it
Star
is.
Fox and anime kind of mesh well together because you had the Star Fox Zero like promotional short, and that was really
Yeah.
cool. That was actually
hmm
done by Mappa, if I'm correct, or like it
Yeah.
was done by like a very famous anime studio before they blew up, and then
hmm
um and then they had this segment in the movie. I do kind of find it like I was a bit disappointed that Slippy got the shaft, but it's like it's general people don't really care for Slippy as much, so
Right. Like
like
as in like they threw some shade at him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I'm not crazy about that because like the meme should never be canon,
Yeah,
right, like in Dragon Ball, the characters should never acknowledge that Yamcha sucks,
or
because in
Krillin
their head
saying
they're
it.
like, oh, he's just our friend, he's a fellow artist, it's
Yeah,
not like in the actual manga, it's not a joke that Yamcha sucks.
yeah.
So like that's why, like, oh, if Super or something does
Like
that,
they
it's
do
kind
with the
of lame.
baseball episode and like
Right.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Like I do agree on that. I will say like if we since we're on Fox, the one moment in this film that kind of makes it all worth it is Fox flying the Comet Observatory. I
Yeah,
literally,
that's
when I
really
saw
cool.
that, I was like, "Oh, they want to be subspace so bad, and they're kind of
Hmm.
working." That one scene kind of reminded me of subspace, just of like the crazy
Yeah.
crossover, like the specifically the last ship raid where it's like everyone's on
Hmm.
their ships and they're all like fighting Bowser and
Yeah, yeah.
Ganondorf. That
You know,
that's what, yeah, that was
yeah, I
cool.
mean, I'll say, as far as my opinion on this movie, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, because I saw a lot of shit talking on the
Yeah,
internet, before the movie came out, and I kind of figured it was just like just people that don't like these kind of movies in general, which is fine. I don't really like these kind of movies in general. The elimination style, family action adventure movies, whatever. Oh, excuse me. But we've been watching the Sonic movies, and I've been trying to rate them fairly. And I would probably put this at the same, at least like maybe a little bit below. Like, I don't know, it's probably at the same level as the first movie
yeah.
for
Again,
me,
as I
like
said, it's
overall as
same.
enjoyment goes, and then like a little bit below like Sonic 2, as far as like, okay,
Yeah.
this because that's also a movie that tries to elevate things and escalate the premise. I think that one does it a bit better and actually like meaningfully moves the status quo forward, whereas this has, I would say, the number one most disappointing part of this movie is the story, and especially Bowser's character arc is just wasted in this movie. Why
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck did
so
they even
bad.
introduce it? Uh,
Okay, because it starts really good. It's like, oh, Mario RPG, like we're doing like
mm,
that kind of thing, and then
love those
like
games.
yo, and then it's just like, okay, Bowser Jr. It's like Bowser has like two potential character arcs, and he doesn't really end with either of them because he either has
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna be like a friend to Mario, that gets dropped, or it's like, oh, I'm gonna like let's figure out the drama with Bowser Jr. That doesn't really go anywhere. It's
Hmm.
like, especially because Bowser Jr. said he was like at one point, yo, he was a deadbeat, and it was like, no,
Yeah.
it was like that doesn't really
Yeah.
line up with like the puppetry, like the
Yeah,
puppet
I know.
show, which is cute, but it's like,
And it would have been so much more. I don't know. Like in my head, I was thinking of a version of events where it's like, let me think of a much better children's animated movie, Kung Fu Panda, where he's like a
yeah,
Tai Lung type. I just want to make Daddy proud. Uh, and at this point, Bowser has kind of like, oh, he's washed up. He's kind of given up being a villain and everything. So by that point, he gets into a conflict with his son, not because he wants to like fight him or put him down like Master Shifu does, but because he's just like, we should just stop doing this. We don't need to destroy the galaxy to prove everything. And then Bowser Jr. is like, you're not my real dad. Fuck you. Something I don't know, something like that, like an actual story in a movie, like
yeah,
not like, oh, whatever. Anyway, screw those guys. I'm a villain again now.
yeah.
And
It's
then like they
so
fight him.
weird,
The
especially because like the
closest,
individual scenes leading up to the are so fun, but
yeah.
then they just like none of it like lines up. None of it lines
And
up.
the
It
problem is,
sucks.
I think they did it. Is the
Yeah,
problem, because when this is getting into big spoilers, everybody, sorry, but one of the actual genuine, like, I did not expect this cameos is Bowser Jr. summoning the Lord of Lightning from Mario Odyssey at the end of the movie, and
well, I don't
then
know why he did that, but like,
no,
okay,
yeah,
I
I don't
popped
know.
off.
Uh, but then like the dragon, like it's that's the big dragon in the Lost Kingdom, by the way, if anybody
Yeah,
wants to remember. But it like attacks him, and then like the brothers have to save him. So it's like, okay, I think they're trying to convey the idea that Bowser Jr., he's the one who really got into this, and then he got in over his head, and then his own creation is like backfiring on him. The brothers save him because they realize that it's more important that this father and son get back together than, like stopping these evil, like stopping their evil or whatever.
Yeah. It's
And
like
then
I
they
think
have
that
like
they
a scene of them playing fetch or whatever in the
yeah,
park.
part.
Um,
It's weird because here's my thing. I think they're afraid of like like tell don't show. They kind
mhm.
of show. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like they don't. There's not enough dialogue to like
Yeah,
properly
yeah.
communicate.
There needs to be more telling. There
Yeah,
needs
there
to
needs to be
be,
more telling. Like
yeah, because
like
it's like they don't tell, and they also didn't show because there wasn't enough
yeah.
scenes in the movie to
Yeah, because it's still like
convey.
a 90-minute crammed film with like
Yeah.
warts in the film, like Birdos in the
Mhm.
film. It's like, I mean, I don't expect these characters to get like development, but I just like they kind of do waste time, like kind of
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like,
Oh, the Yoshi stuff. I was like, why did we even bother with Yoshi? Like, just to
just
fulfill
put
the
him in.
post
Like it's
credit
fine. You don't
stinger
even have to
of.
waste like 20 minutes, like to just put him in like in the first 5 minutes. I don't know. It's like
Yeah, I mean, the first scene of like them in their apartment, and there's Yoshi. I was just like, this movie should have just started here, because that's like, oh, Louis, or yeah, Mario wants to bring a present to Princess Peach
that's
for
how
like,
Galaxy starts.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple references to where, like people talk about it like, oh my god, there's so many references, it
Even then, I
fucking
feel
blew my mind. But
they I feel like a lot of the references were kind of like spoiled like in the marketing, so it's not even
yeah,
like, oh, it's that thing from the trailer, it's that thing from the trailer.
hmm,
Like really, the only couple surprises were Game and Watch, the Lord of
Game and Watch,
Lightning,
yeah,
and
hmm,
Dry Bowser, I guess. So
yeah, Dry Bowser. There was the like Mario 64 intro thing where, or I guess maybe it could have been Galaxy 2 with Peach sending the dear Mario, and then there's the
yeah,
picture of her face in the clouds.
I know that's less of a
Yeah,
that's more of just like a visual homage than a. I
I
mean,
know what I'm saying is that like people talk about, oh, this movie had so many references, to all
yeah,
these Nintendo properties or whatever. To me, the things that actually got me like to giggle or pop off were like all the little, like the sound effect
yeah.
references, like, oh, Yoshi cracking out of the egg, and it's the Mario World sound effect, and just things like that, like little musical cues, which I appreciate, because
Oh
that's
god,
something that I feel like
speaking
is
of, they kind of do like waste time on a Yoshi's Island homage with the Odyssey T Rex.
yeah, yeah.
Like that was a
Hmm.
bit weird.
Yeah, I know. That's there's just so the movie's like structure is just kind of a mess.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
just
weird
kind
because
of
the
like
first movie, it felt like it was moving so fast that almost nothing happened in it. Like there wasn't that many events that happen in the first movie. Whereas
yeah,
this one, it feels like, it kind of gets off to a slow start, but then it's just like boom, 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 shit just happening. But it also doesn't feel like that much like of substance is
yeah.
happening. It's just like stuff is
It's visual
happening.
spectacle. It's a roller
Yeah,
coaster. It's like I talked about like I've been talking about how like these movies are basically like roller coasters of like, hey, it's the Mario thingy. It's like, oh, and
yeah,
watch out for Bowser. It's like
hmm,
I don't know. That's kind of what it's just kind of like. Here's another roller coaster. I don't know.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know. I feel like the more I think about and talk about this movie, the lower I get on it.
right.
Like, I don't want to say it's like awful because I've seen way worse films. It's like
Hmm,
visually
hmm.
nice. There's some funny bits. I did laugh. I
Yeah,
like even if he's completely like useless. Yoshi is really funny. I'm sorry.
right. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Star
dude.
Fox was cool.
For me, like my preferred version of Yoshi is like Pack Mule Mario World Yoshi. I never really liked the like Yoshi has hands and can like operate machinery and things like. I was shocked that he could like ride a motorcycle, but then I remember Mario Kart exists,
Yeah, but he was like, hey,
and
Mario
then
Kart. It's like, yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
but then I was,
I just like Yoshi as Yoshi. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't really
yeah,
got like specific.
yeah, exactly. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he's basically like Scooby Doo in this
Yeah, like
movie.
there's
The like
that's not a
super
bad
intelligent.
interpretation. That's like one of the better like takes,
Yeah,
I'd say.
that's a solid way to interpret him. I know the Mario World show also, tell Yoshi bedtime story. he
Okay.
talked in that,
Oh,
but
that was the
whatever.
first episode of that cartoon the Mario World
Yeah.
cartoon, where it's like that was the hardest I laughed in my life. I don't know why. I thought that was a YouTube poop when I watched
Yeah.
that episode. It was
The
crazy.
group of football players.
I don't know what where Luigi was just okay. So there's this episode of the Mario World cartoon where Luigi is just telling a story to Yoshi. I think it's about how they met or something. And
Yeah,
I don't know why. That episode was the funniest thing to me as a kid. I
right.
don't know why.
Yeah. You're like, oh, Ukhtar, all
I
these
think
great.
Ukhtar wasn't even in the episode.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's just it's kind of paced like this movie, but a little better
Mhm.
because it's like there's actual character arc, like with Yoshi and that and
Yeah.
Luigi and that. Well, whatever.
No, yeah, you're right. These movies really do feel like a modern version of those in that
Yeah,
like uh they're not great, but because you're seeing Mario on the screen,
it's
you
like
just
yeah.
do the soy face and like point at you're like, oh my, there's Rob, the robot is in this movie.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Rob's in the movie and he does the Zootopia thing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Seen a lot of people immediately compare it to the thing with the sloth in Zootopia, but it's also just like, I mean,
he's a robot. So
but that's like Rob himself is just it has a very slow motor in it for like lifting a piece of.
oh okay, because like people were like, "Is that how the
Uh,
toy worked?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess that's how the toy
yes,
worked."
yeah, I know from the AVGN episode. That's how it moved. Um, anyway, yeah, like similar to like the Sonic movies, they kind of remind me of a little bit of like season one of Sonic X, where it's
Yeah, I
like
mean that
not
like
adapting the games, it's just they're in the human world
they're
and
vibing.
yeah. Um, so I don't know if anybody watched
And
Sonic X
I
because
can kind of see it. I feel like there's like very big differences. Like these Mario movies, like I mean, they
mm,
don't. You wouldn't see the freak. I mean, actually, no, they did reference a lot of stuff in those cartoons. It's just not like in the way of like
mhm.
all like that. That's tongue in cheek. Like hey, you know the thing,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, there was a couple. I mean, there was one in this movie I noticed where one of the Lumas is like, "I'm hooked on the brothers," which is a
Yeah,
reference to that song.
yeah.
The the Lumas in general is like, yeah. I mean, you can't really characterize them more than like little
And
star
even
children.
just like having one Luma, like, but outside of the really bad one, like
Yeah,
that shows up
yeah.
in the post credit scene.
But
Because
I
I don't
wish,
know if you watched the post credit scenes, but
yeah.
they were kind of whatever. Because Daisy shows up in the last one, and
Mhm.
then the freaking what's the Luma from the first movie, like
So,
who's the nihilistic one, shows up and
mm,
like basically just like I'm the prison guard who's torturing Bowser and Bowser Jr. now that they're in
yeah, yeah,
prison.
yeah.
So it's like,
Right. So Mario, we can assume that the Mario movie, the next one, is going to take place. It's going to be a Mario Land adaptation. There's going to be Sarasa Land. There's going to be
would they even do a
Birabito.
Mario Land? Like I don't know.
Mario. It's a good way to put Wario in
Yeah,
there.
Wario. Yeah, but like, why would you go from Galaxy to Land? I don't know. I feel again,
I
it's like
don't
kind
know.
of like this
Like,
thing
yeah,
where
in my head, I was like, it's the easiest layup. Doing like, okay, just call the second one Mario World because Yoshi's in it, and then you just do like that era of games, so
yeah,
Mario
but they
World
kind of
Land
jumped
one
the
and
gun with like
two.
Galaxy because it's like, hey, it's galactic. You can go to other
Yeah,
planets.
it's very strange because I've seen some people posit the idea, and like I think maybe there was a Nintendo interview or like an Illumination interview or something where they said that they did not initially plan it to be a Galaxy movie, and it just kind of became that as they were going through production. But there's enough Galaxy elements in it that I kind of find that hard to believe. But it's also like I know there's not like it's not super similar to Galaxy, but there's just enough stuff and references in there that I'm like, I can't quite believe that they had no intention of doing Galaxy, at the beginning of production, especially because this was a very quick turnaround in the world of animated movies. I know that's Illumination's ball game is that they just crank this shit out as
Yeah.
quickly as possible, but like it's only been 3 years since the previous movie. That is nothing. Like usually animated movies take like 5 years minimum to
Yeah, I mean, I
make.
know there's like Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse 2, and then Spider-Verse
Mhm.
3. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hopefully it comes out next year.
Yeah, like that one I think, they already were developing alongside the previous one, so it has like a slightly shorter production schedule, but even that is like taken until 2027. It obviously like the Spider-Verse
The production hell.
producers, like they got under some fire from, like crunch and other bad kind of business practices, you know. So like hopefully like that kind of stuff was also worked out. I don't have that much hope about
Yeah.
that being the case, but
And
hopefully to
they
some
freaking
degree.
directed an entire other movie in between that, so it's like, I don't know. Who
Oh
knows
yeah,
what can
didn't they
happen.
do the
Project
Project
Hail
Hail
Mary,
Mary?
yeah.
Yeah, which I
Good movie, weird people behind it. That's my
yeah, sure. I kind of stayed away from the book because it was one of those like you go into Barnes and Noble and it's like TikTok loves this
Oh
book,
no,
and every time
no.
I every time I went in there, I'm like, I'm not reading anything that's on this table. If TikTok approves of A Court of Thorns and Roses and Fourth Wing, then I'm not gonna fucking read Project Hail Mary. But I heard the movie is really good, so maybe I'll
Yeah.
watch that at some point or read the book. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Um,
yeah, I heard both
we
are
shall
good.
see.
Just again, weird people behind to eat both the things,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I don't think that I have no problem with Andy. Well, I guess Andy Weir has said some stupid shit, but the it's more so that like a lot of times things that get popular on Book Talk are just like barely like they're just like fan fiction elevated,
Yeah.
onto the like traditional publishing. Which is like, hey, if you like fan fiction, that's fine. But I don't want to like pick up a book and be like, this has enemies to lovers as a tagline on a book. That's too meta for me. I want to just see a good story,
It's like, yeah.
that kind of thing. So,
Yeah, I get that. Like, honestly, I want to get back into books. Like, I'm trying to slowly, like,
mhm.
try to listen to some audiobooks and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm very slow about it, but I'm trying to, so
Hmm.
I can imagine that annoyance.
Yeah, I mean, we got there's the freaking Ask Iwata book coming out
Oh
soon.
yeah, I guess I
Speaking of
do have
Mario.
Araki's, like Hiroyuki Araki's How to Make Manga in Theory and Practice book. I really gotta
Hmm.
bust that out sometime if I can find
Yeah.
it.
So maybe I'll
Um
read that. Maybe I'm in the how excited are you for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book? The
I completely forgot it existed until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Like
Because that seems like they trying to do some brand synergy with the Mario Galaxy movie because of
it's
Yoshi,
like
but like again,
nobody's
Yoshi.
really looking forward to that game. I mean, it looks fine. It's just like
Yeah, I just don't really like any of the Yoshi's Island games that aren't literally Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. Even
yeah,
Yoshi's Story on the
they kind of
N64, I
peaked too
don't
early.
like. Yeah, like they nailed that one. It's fine. I love that game. I can
Did you ever
replay it
play
as many
Woolly
times.
World? That was like the only
Yeah,
game I
I
heard.
played it on the 3DS though,
Yeah,
because
so it's like it
at
got
that
nerfed late.
point, like when it came out, I wasn't really into games like during the Wii U era. Even though I had a Wii U, I just didn't really play anything on the
Mhm.
Wii U. Like I only bought a few games. I think it was Mario, New Super Mario Bros, Mario 3D Land or World, Pikmin 3, Wind Waker, and then
Like the
like Xenoblade
2013
Chronicles,
era.
then like Xenoblade Chronicles X and Splatoon, and that's all I can think of. So it wasn't until the 3DS version of Woolly World came out that I actually played it and was like, yeah, I mean, it probably is the best of the post Yoshi's Island those type of games, but it's not that much different from like Yoshi's New Island or Yoshi's Island
Maybe it just
DS.
had a better
They're
visual presentation on Wii U, and it's like
Yeah,
because of the
that's
3DS, it
true.
got nerfed. So
Yeah, that and Yoshi and Kirby's Epic Yarn also all those good
yeah,
feel games just crammed onto there. Anyway, is there anything else to talk about with this movie?
it's kind of a pretty flat movie, pretty
Yeah.
shallow movie. But hey, it's
Mhm.
fine. There's
Yeah.
fun elements. It's
I think
not
I
the
like
worst thing
Peach
ever.
a little bit more in this movie than in the first one.
Yeah.
Um,
Although it does come at the cost of like Rosalina, but like
yeah,
she's still pretty charming.
yeah. She's I like. I'm still not crazy about her personality being like she's more of an action hero than a princess. But that which is not because like I think
Yeah, be
I'm
careful.
angry. It's
Wait.
not the fucking critical drinker or whatever
Yeah.
or anything. I'm just saying that, you know, like, oh, I prefer the canonical version of Peach. I
Yeah.
think she's
Even
cute.
then, I kind of like I prefer like the more like like happy-go-lucky Peach than
Yes,
like kind of
exactly.
just a
Yeah.
little more. I don't want to say cynical. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like
Hmm.
this version
Like this
is a
version, yeah,
little,
this version, like this version feels a little. That's like just a little more like I got this, like a little more cocky, and I
yeah,
kind of I
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
prefer like more happy-go-lucky Peach. I don't know.
Yeah, and she just like accidentally like kicks everybody's ass. You know, it's
Yeah,
like, oh, whoopsie. You know,
yeah.
she's like a
I'm thinking like Betty
cartoon. She's
Boop,
like Minnie
like
Mouse. Yeah, or
yeah,
like yeah, Betty Boop or something. Like that's I like that.
yeah.
You know, because it's funny. And then Rosalina, like I'm totally fine with her being like this badass princess, just
Yeah,
like
I mean that's literally
kicking
what she
ass,
was in
taking
the
names.
game at first. So
Hmm.
it kind of is weird that's like, oh, the initial appeal of Rosalina that like she wasn't a damsel in distress and now she is a damsel in distress. It's like,
Yeah, but
but
what do you want to see in a next movie? We talked
better
about it a little
script,
bit.
better.
That's yeah. better better script, better screenplay in general, just like
Yeah,
have
like
an
you could
actual plot,
have an actual
and
plot. Yeah,
character arcs.
character
That'd
arcs.
be
Yeah,
good.
basic movie stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Make it an entertaining film for everybody to watch, not just children or Nintendo fans.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
For
that would be
like
good.
third time's the try, right? Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Uh,
well, Wario would be cool though.
Yeah, Wario. Put
That would
Wario
be-
in. Put Wario in. They're like out of character. If you have like if you you have to add one character. Put Wario in. Like just
Mhm.
he should have
And
been the
people,
sequel boss, but okay. Like I guess we're
yeah.
saving him for the third film.
I will say this: some friends did message me. They're like, "Why did you see that Samus's gunship is in Mario Galaxy?" And I'm like, "Yes, Super Metroid gunship, thumbs up." That did not make me like the movie more. It's just a thing. It's just a blurry gunship in the background
I
of
didn't
the
even
like,
notice that in the theater.
yeah, yeah. So it's just like it's just funny because there are people that are like, dude, how can you be a Nintendo fan and not love this movie because of all of the references?
I'm also a movie fan.
Yeah, 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 exactly. I'm a animated movie fan, and there's a reason why. As much as it annoys me, there is legitimate reasons why people on the internet are always bitching about cartoon fans having like the most chicken nugget grilled
Yeah,
cheese taste of all time. It's because, you know, like I think it's totally fine to watch and appreciate things that are made for children.
oh yeah, we do it all
But
the time.
yeah,
That's
we
how
do
we
it all the
met.
time. Exactly. Tokusatsu, everything.
Yeah,
But there should be some standard of quality because like this it doesn't compare to like Wolfwalkers or something,
yeah.
you
Or
know,
even like
or
I saw a bunch of trailers beforehand, and the new DreamWorks film Forgotten Island looked like I got
yeah.
more like packed out of that
Mhm.
trailer, like emotional like investment out of that trailer than the entire hour and a half of this movie.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like terrible. It really isn't the end of cinema or whatever.
Yeah, mid.
It's just kind of yeah, it's so like bland. It's another movie, you know, that you watch. I didn't get too bored watching it. I like I said, I think it had kind of a slow start.
Yeah,
But you know, I felt like okay, they're establishing the characters and everything, and I
it
like
doesn't
the
really go
dynamic
anywhere, but
between.
okay.
Yeah, that's why it pissed me off though, is because like oh, they spent a lot of time establishing Mario, Luigi, and Bowser's dynamic, and genuinely, I was like, Bowser's probably just playing with them, like he's just
Yeah,
playing
but
the
like they
long
didn't
game.
do
So I was
anything
like
of that.
pleasantly surprised when that wasn't the case, and then I was way more disappointed when it's just like, anyway, he's still evil now, and they have the fight, and Mario uses an axe to cut the bridge, and you remember that from the video
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
So yeah, just like it's fine. It's not the worst thing ever, like you know, some people have said, but it's not like it really is like a zero sum game compared to the first movie. Uh, you
no,
know,
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
yeah, yeah. I feel like Mario had an actual arc in the first movie, even though
Even
it
if it
wasn't
was
that
kind of a
great.
weird arc for
Y-
Mario himself, but like,
Yeah, this movie, his arc is just, I want to go on a date with Princess Peach. That's another thing I should say is that I feel like Chris Pratt is trying a little bit harder to do a Mario voice in this movie, but it still is not great.
Yeah.
You know, uh, Luigi though, that's a
I mean,
perfect
Charlie Day
Charlie
is just a
Day.
pretty naturally Luigi. I'll be real.
Yeah. And Luigi is just so much better utilized in this movie than
Yeah.
like him and Peach are like I feel like they're better utilized in this movie than in the first one. Mario kind of takes a hit. Bowser really takes a hit, and then
Yeah.
you know,
I
uh,
know some people complained that there was no musical number, but like frankly, like I'm like, that's fine. I just wish Bowser
yeah,
had a better arc.
yeah. I think people are also like, oh, we just had the Minecraft movie as well, and Jack Black
Jack
is kind
blacked
of
out.
yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, do you think that we're done or no?
Yeah. I guess Sonic 3 and Knuckles next.
Oh yeah. I forget about the Knuckles mini. I guess I'll get on that
Yeah, it's
tonight.
only
You
six
know, just
episodes. It's only 6 episodes. So
yeah. I'll watch that alongside Mad, which is the Cartoon Buffoons episode we have to do. You remember that
yeah.
the
Hey,
Mad
plug
TV
your stuff
cartoon?
while you're at it.
Oh yeah, of course. If you want to listen to Cartoon Buffoons, go on over to my channel. It's only magic. Podcast we're going through every Cartoon Network show in order. And yeah,
And
this
bonuses.
yep, and some other stuff. And we are recording the Mad episode. I think the episode that's coming out this week is Punch Punch Forever on the Patreon, $3. Boom. The episode that will be free on YouTube this week will be an episode with you, Buster, where we talk
Yeah.
about Victory Buster.
My
Um,
cartoon.
Yep, and we go if you're like, man, I want to know all the production history, I want to know all
On
of
the
that
roll
juicy
brains.
deets, then dig into that. We had a pretty good interview. And
Yeah.
yeah, if you only got $1, that's fine. You still get Wow Cool Robot. Just me and my friend Wayne going and reviewing every single robot in existence. They're like 5 to 10 minute
Yeah.
episodes.
I just
It's a
listened
good
to the
time.
Q Reno episode. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, how do you feel about Kira now?
I like it mostly out of nostalgia. I understand people's complaints, but I genuinely do like it, and I'm still pissed at the Power
Yeah,
Rangers toy because the thing I'm more Power Rangers savvy than you. The actual toys for the Megazords were getting better, but then because Cosmic Fury, the only toy they had was the Megazord, and they cheapened out so hard on that.
that's
They
sad.
yeah. So
That's
there,
pretty sad.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
pretty
yeah,
sad.
check that out. And also, if you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Blue Sky, Wasp Ranger, WATP Ranger.
Yeah.
How about you?
Hey, I'm Buster. You can find a bunch. I just did a week of video essays, like 3 of them at once on the Buster Corp channel. We have one on merchandising of Glitch Productions.
Mm-hmm.
We have one on Power Rangers Prime. We have one on Absolute Batman, and yeah, those are the 3 I put out
Nice.
within the span of a week. Very busy week. I don't know if I'll continue that trend. Probably not. But
Right.
hey, if you want to see the videos, go to the Buster Corp channel. And if you want to see my
Mm,
ramblings on whatever, watch my not watch, just follow me Blue Sky. And be careful
mm-hmm.
if I don't look at my likes. That's all I'll say. Actually, I don't.
Right.
Can you
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
at likes in Blue Sky? Oh, whatever.
Yeah. You can. You can.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, like, can the average get whatever? I don't know. I
Yeah.
think I
No, you
said it.
can. I can just go to somebody's account and be like, let's look at their likes now.
Yeah, I
Which
said,
is
like, look, it's been a very rough time. Let me have
right.
this. Anyway, also I'm on Patreon too. You can just get $1 and you get a little blog. Sometimes they're free. Sometimes I put them behind the wall. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
check them out. And yeah, also subscribe to Modular Media, this podcast channel where we do podcasts. Like sometimes I drag Wyatt to review whatever we're
Mm-hmm.
feeling. Like right now we're in our
Right.
video game movie arc. We're probably gonna
Right. Right.
conclude it next week or next time with Sonic 3 and Knuckles because
Mm-hmm.
I think it
Mm-hmm.
would be really funny to talk about the Sonic movie 3 and Knuckles at once because
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
game. We also have episodes of Modular Components where me and the other 3 boys who are regular on the channel just shoot the shit and find out and talk about current news. We also
Mm.
have a monthly media club called Analytical Fanboys. This month we're talking about an animated movie called Robots from Blue Sky.
Oh
Which,
God.
dude, not a fan?
Well, it's just well, I'm not a fan. It's just I remember it from being like 10 years old.
It's like 20 years old.
I know. Well, I remember from when
Oh,
I was 10 years old.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, robots. We're talking about robots at the end of the month. Stay
Hmm.
tuned. We also got a bunch of fun guests coming up. I don't want to say who they are, but stay tuned. And yeah, that's
Hmm.
gonna do it for this month's the bi-weekly. I forgot when the show comes out, but this
Yeah.
episode of In Case Break Glass. We'll see you next time for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And after that,
So
who knows?
Sonic 4, I guess.